Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to go over the huge dividends that we got for our YieldMax funds today, especially for Misty, which we're going to go over here soon. And we have, of course, the weekly YMAX and YMAG. So let's go ahead and get a screen share going here and drum roll. Let's go over it. Okay, so Misty heads it up at $4.42, which is incredible. This could be a record. And then we had AMZY $1.17, Appley 33.48, AIYY 86 cents, Disney, the DISO 70 cents, SMCY, how about this one, $2.20. And then we had another doozy for YMAG, 6 cents, and then 24 cents for YMAX. So let's pull up the actual announcement here. And let me do this. Okay, so let's stop this one and go over here. Okay, here we go. Here we are. All right, so yeah, YMAX 24 cents, which is a almost 70% distribution rate. YMAG 6 cents, which is 16%. Misty is a whopping 135.72%. YQQQ was declared. This is a fairly new one, a NASDAQ short fund, 32.72 cents, 23% yield. AMZY, how about this one, $1.17? Seems like it's increased. Well, it's 75.68%. Appley, 33 cents, which is almost 25%. AIY, 105%, 86 cents. DISO, there it is again, 70 cents, 51.25%. SQY and SMCY are also both above 100% yields. $1.67 for SQY, which is very good. SMCY is $2.20. So this is all really, really good stuff. How many of them were over 100% this time? We had 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 8, I believe. So YMAX and YMAG are the 2, plus we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, there's 8 in the group every time. Next week, by the way, for Tesla holders, we're going to get our Tesla dividends next week. Of course, we have YMAX and YMAG weekly. So I believe we're back to Group A. I believe this is Group D. Now we're going to be back to Group A. So Tesla, Crash, GUI, YBIT, OARK, XOMO, SNOY, TSMY next week. But this is what we've got this week, of course. X date is tomorrow. Payment date is going to be Friday. So, they've done a really genius job here. If you're in all these funds, you're getting dividends every week. Even if you're just in YMAX and YMAG, you're getting dividends every week as well. And so for all 2 of you that are watching, let's go ahead and do the spreadsheet analysis for the YMAX and YMAG. So I'm going to pivot over here and we'll do basically the same analysis. Now I changed it up today because today is a big dividend day. We get Roundhill Wednesdays, and YieldMax is clever because YieldMax also announces on Wednesday now. Um, but I did something I never do. I actually covered YieldMax first today. I'm going to try to get the Roundhill video out later today. So if you all haven't looked at the Roundhill dividends yet, don't go Google it. Stay tuned until I tell you. Hopefully, I'll be able to get that one out, later today. But anyway, let me share my screen over here. Okay, and we've got, let's see, it's going to be over here. YMAX versus YMAG. Okay, so here's what we got. Let me go ahead and format this one really quick. I'm on the big screen, so that makes it easier. Of course, I like Windows better than Mac. YMAX is here. YMAG, just going to move this bad boy down over here. One new row over here. Okay, so easy information here. We had 5 trading days in the week. So for those of you that are new to this, what I do, and I do the same thing for Roundhill, I input the weekly dividend. I take the number of trading days. I make it monthly. Then I annualize it. I take the current share price. I calculate the percent yield. And usually my numbers are close to what they have. Sometimes they're off by a few cents. I calculate the price change from start to finish. I calculate whether or not we have NAV erosion, and I add that to this to get the total realized return. I take a hypothetical $100,000 invested. I take how many shares you would get with this amount invested, and then the weekly dividend amount that it would produce, and then the annual amount that it would produce. And so far, I even added a new cell over here where I divide the return. So cells B12 plus H12. So that is actually, I take the return and I divide it by 9 weeks, because we were 9 weeks in. Now we're actually 10 weeks in. So what's really phenomenal about these funds is that we are at like over 1% a week in terms of weekly return, which is phenomenal. Okay, so let's go back up here. And we've got, for YMAG, it was 0.0606 and 0.2441 for YMAX. Okay, so that's going to be 0.0606. Whoops. This is a record low. So see what they did to us? They kind of they did what they did like 4 weeks ago. So 0.2441 here and 0.0606 over there. Okay, so let's make this nice and pretty. Let me go ahead and center all this while I'm at it. Okay, over here. Gonna center all of these. Make this one into a nice dollar amount. This one over here. Okay, so now we're cooking. So now we can make this monthly, which would be $1.06 monthly. Annualized would be $12.69. Over here, let me do this simultaneously here. This would be 26 cents monthly, annually $3.15. Now I need to take the share price for both of them. Let me get that from the good old phone here. So for YMAX, YMAX is currently 1809. So we are going up. So I can actually use this one today, since we just had these declared today. So that's YMAX. YMAG is actually 1939. So YMAG dropped. Okay, so 1939. And then this is percent yield. This is actually up to 70% for YMAX. For YMAG, it's down to 16.25. As far as a price differential, it's 16 cents to the positive for this one. And so now we've got to take cell F11, because this is where we are now. So now look at this. We went from being up 1.87. We gained a whole percentage point over, or actually close to a 1 percentage point. I got excited there. Okay, this one we dropped 53 cents. So now I need to take this one into account. Cell F24. F24. So that's we're down. We're still positive in terms of NAV, but we got it eaten away. We were up 4% in the NAV. Now we're only up 1.15. So on a hypothetical $100,000 invested, let's finish the rest of these cells here. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you all. There we go. Now we're cooking. Share total that this would get us is 55.28 and 51.57 here. And then weekly dollars. This would be a whopping $1,349. This would be down to $312. So we took a big hit here. There's going to be a lot of folks mad at this one, but you'll make up for it in the one. Okay, so final verdict. We've got 70,000 plus 16,000. That is $86,418.62 divided by, say, $200,000 split evenly between these two funds. That would be producing, like I said, 86,000 for 1862 divided by 200,000. That would be a 43% total rate of return annualized, which is phenomenal. Now let's update this. So we need to include cell B11. So now that's going to be a cumulative 11.38%. So see, we added another 1.38%. How about that? For this one, we're always adding. It's about addition, not subtraction, right? Okay, so we are up from 8.69% to 9%. So now what we want to do is we want to take, why is this way? Yeah, that's a no. I can't scroll. There we go. Okay, so we want to take this. We are going to take, to get our total return, it's going to be this plus this is 14.16%. Now this plus this is 10.15%. So YMAX is our winner. Now what we want to do We've got these, so this is already done for us. We increased, how about that? 1.57% weekly rate of return. That's phenomenal, by the way, folks, for a week. That's like unheard of. Okay, so there we go. Unlike Roundhill, we have a positive NAV in both of them, which is like the holy grail. That's what we want. And we've got a positive total cumulative realized rate of return. That's a mouthful. Uh, as far as the annualized percent yield, 70% here, 16.25% here. These do fluctuate a lot. So what I should actually do is add another column here and actually average these out. There we go. We're adding a new column here. So this is the average. We're going to have a lot of numbers here. Average of these. That's what we want to do since these fluctuate so much. So the average is 59% here annualized, 47% here. So a lot of numbers to digest there, but that is where we are. I'm actually going to make this red too, since this is, I would call, an outlier in terms of a low dividend. We've had that 2 weeks or twice in the last 5 week rolling cycle. So, oh, I caught a mistake here, folks. Look, I almost did it. I almost got away with it. This is actually divided by 10 instead of 9. See, there's a lot of shit to remember here. So it's 1.42. It's not that different, but those, 0.15% changes do make a big difference over the long run. So it's still, for both of them, it's still over 1%. You guys see what I did there? Um, it's actually 10 weeks that we've been doing this now. You see, this experiment has lasted 10 weeks so far. Time flies when you're having fun, as they say. Anyway, all right, so that is going to do for the Yield Max dividend update today. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, we got a bunch of you on. How about that? I guess everybody woke up. Let's see here. Oh, one of my favorite people. I was starting to miss you actually. Where have you been? I missed your insults. I was starting to feel left out. Uh, stag prep. Stag, yeah. Lost in the heat of it all. Where's your stage prep? Well, I'm on stage now and I'm prepped for you. I'm prepped for all the insults you're gonna hurt my way. You're such a killer poet. I have like the new YM changes to pay schedule. You like the changes, is what you're saying. How will this impact Bronny's legacy? I'm not sure for that, but thankfully for questions like that, I happen to be in possession of advanced financial forecasting equipment such as the 8 ball that can give me answers not just for financial questions, but life questions as well. It says reply easy. So the advanced equipment, despite being so advanced, doesn't quite know the answer. So that's what we'll have to take for now. Maybe Killer Poet knows. I think only one YMAG fund pays week 2, so week 3 YMAG is going to be low usually. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's on like a 5 week rotating cycle here. Brandon E with a nice picture here. Bronny wishes he owned YMAX so he can move away from his controlling father. Oh, he has plenty of money. He doesn't need YieldMax funds. Actually, I correct myself. Jay said there's a place in every portfolio for YieldMax. Okay, when is the biggie coming out? And is it 12% annually or monthly? I'm not sure. Maybe we can ask Jay next time. And when is Dorsey Wright ETF? Ooh, that's a good one, Dorsey Wright. I'll have to look into that. Well, that sucks. Yeah, still a good return, right? Oh, I guess our boy ran off. Oh well. I was starting to feel left out. He used to comment all the time. He used to leave me hate comments. So that's how you know you're on people's radar when you start getting that, folks. That's how you know. Anyway, well, it was nice spending part of my morning with all of you all fine folks. Hopefully you found this video enlightening. The yield wheel, MSTX, XYMAX, cycle, rinse, and repeat. Oh, the yield wheel. I like that. That's a good idea for another video. All right, you all. It's been real. It's been fun, but can't stay all day. Hope to be back later. Thank you all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe. Doesn't have to be in that order. Just make sure you do all three, and we will see you all very soon. Ciao, ciao. Take care. Bye.